evening, everybody. We're on the road in Northport, Alabama this evening as Mountain Brook takes on Tuscaloosa County High, George. And this is a game between two teams that have struggled to get victories so far. So, important game. Both teams really got to get a win tonight.
Absolutely, Lee. I tell you what, two teams that have fought hard all year long, but two teams whose offenses haven't quite got on track yet. And I tell you what, it's going to be the team that gets that offense going first. It's going to be the team that wins tonight.
And another reason the two teams have struggled is because they're both in the same region,
Absolutely.
which is just loaded with great teams. You play a great team week after week. This should be a good game, though, between County High and Mountain.
Absolutely. There's no week off in this region. I tell you what, when you look at Hoover, Spain Park, Vestavia, Oak Mountain, Hewitt Trussville, it's a tough region. They beat up on each other. But I'll tell you what, Mountain Brook and Tuscaloosa County are two good teams. Just got to get on track.
Right. They're definitely better than what their records indicate. And tonight they play each other. So who are we featuring tonight?
I tell you what, on the offensive line, you know me, I'm always going to go with big offensive line. We got to get that offensive rolling. Number 68, Johnny Lira, getting the start tonight. And I tell you what, that offensive line, we got to control the line of scrimmage, give our backs some play there, and we're going to have Ham Simpson starting at quarterback. He'll give us a little play action, a little jet sweep things going, and might mix it up.
All right. Hopefully that'll work out for us tonight. It feels like football weather here tonight.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, football weather too, you got to have defense. And on defense, we're spotlighting Butler Wilbanks. Butler Wilbanks has played outstanding all year long. You know, he started out for the Herman Kitten Cox as nose guard, and then he bounced out in. He is a versatile player. We call his name out. So we need a big play up on the Wilbanks defense.
Let's get ready to kick it off. That's coming up on the Mountain Brook Sports Network.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
And welcome back to Wildcat Alumni Stadium on the campus of Tuscaloosa County High School. Along with George Palakas, I'm Lee Tracy. Captains meeting out in the middle of the field. Coin toss prior to the ball game.
Lee, our captains for tonight, number 94, Big Thomas Byrne, defense end for the Spartans. Number 4, big man, running back, McKee Brown. Runs it like a big old 6'4" running back there. Number 89, Ford Alexander, another defensive end for the Spartans. And number 98, Butler Wilbanks. You'll see him playing nose, and you'll see him go back out the end. He's been a valuable player, but one of the players we spotlighted tonight, Big Butler Wilbanks, having a fantastic year. And here comes the Spartans looking like we're about to come through our big sign, which I love. Like the music.
Yeah.
It's Friday night.
Like I said, the temperatures have cooled down. It feels more like football weather. Just sort of gets you more in the mood for football.
I tell you, that's what, I like a blue sky day, but I like this cool weather.
Feels good. Okay, I think he indicated, although he was not real exuberant with his indication, I think he indicated that County High is going to receive the opening kickoff. So apparently the Spartans won the toss and deferred to the second half.
Which the Spartans need to get off to a faster start tonight. One thing we've done the past few weeks and pretty much the whole season is spot the other team 14 points before we know it.
Yeah.
And it makes it tough coming back. So I look for a quick start out of our team tonight and our offense to get some things going, get us moving. But Tuscaloosa County, like we had talked about, is another team that they've struggled a little bit on offense. And these are two teams that are good teams, have played some pretty close games in their region play. But on some of them, but time for us to take one to the win column.
Spartans in the gold pants, gold helmets, white jerseys, green numbers this week.
Got to love those gold helmets.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of them bouncing around. Looks like they're pumping it up out there, getting ready. Come through. And how can you not get pumped up with some of the music playing in the background?
There we go.
There
Spartans come through the banner and they'll head to the far sideline. County High Wildcats in the all-blue uniforms with the white numbers come through. The teams came through at about the same time. Usually it's not at the exact same time, but
well, luckily they knew which direction to go.
yeah, it was well choreographed.
That's right.
Probably looked really good on the opening shot there. We are, in the past, when we've been here to do games between Mountain Brook and County High, we've been set up in the visitors' stands on the far side. But this week in the press box, real nice setup for us here.
Nice setup. Mike, Kevin, and Dallas, our great crew that helps us each week, always getting us prime spot. So we thank them for all they do for us.
It's a little bit more comfy for us, but it changes things from the standpoint that our guys are shooting the sideline shots are actually going to be running up and down the County High sideline instead of ours.
And also we're a little bit further away, I feel like,
Yeah.
from the press box. And as my wife says, I need to get my eyes checked sometimes.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
So you guys, if I call your number out and you didn't make the play, well, act like you did.
There you go. All right. The Wildcats will go left to right. Spartans right to left.
Big number 84, Sims Heron, back for the Spartans, had a couple of key big plays last week. And then number 11, Zachary Carroll, back there, the safety for the defense.
And the kick is deep. Taken at the 11. Sims Heron right up the middle, has a bit of a hole, breaks one tackle. He's out to midfield and brought down there. Boy, he had one more man to get by, couldn't do it, but an excellent run back for Sims out at midfield to start for the Spartans.
Great job, and let's give us our Northwestern Mutual offensive starting lineup. At quarterback, number 10, Hamp Sissom will be starting. McKee Brown at running back. Sims Heron at number 84 at wide receiver. J.P. Darnold, number 13. Wilson Higgins, number 9. Clay Stearns, number 48. Lawton Sparks, 78. Johnny Lear getting a start at guard at 60, number 68. Rick Curtis, 58. Christian Johnson, 73. And Price Delk, number 60.
First play is that little slot man around. Or was it the handoff to the running back, I believe. McKee Brown coming from the left of Hamp. And he'll get about 2 yards on the first down play from the Mountain Brook 49 across the 50 to the County High 49.
Last week, McKee Brown showed how tough he was running the ball against a good, very good James Clemens team, getting a reward of a touchdown.
Pistol formation. Stearns, the H-back. And they fake it, throw the short pass. It's Sims Heron getting the block out there on the edge. He'll be a couple of yards short of the first down, but picked up about 6 on the play.
Nice block by number 9, Wilson Higgins, out there getting Sims a little bit of free space to make a good 5-6 yard gain.
34, Shea Taylor brings up a third down for the Spartans.
They actually give him 5. Yeah, marked it at the 44. So third down at 3 for the Spartans. Hamp fakes it. Now he'll try and run for it himself, and he will get past the marker and then out of bounds with a first down for Mountain Brook.
Let's see where they're spotting us here. Looks like they're right there on the line.
Boy, I didn't think there was any question. Now they are way over on the other side as we look at it. I thought he was by it by a yard or 2.
You know, it's very important for the Spartans offense to get to a quick start. I'd love to see at least a first down here. One other thing we got that we haven't had in the previous weeks is field position right now. We've been starting off on the 10-yard line for a lot of these games, and if we can get this field flipped a little bit, looks like first down.
No, just a little bit short.
All right, as Spartans bringing out the punting team. Alex Pankey, number 50, is the deep snapper for the Spartans. And Kemper Sanders is back to punt. We'll see Kemper or Mason Dillard punting for the Spartans.
They brought the chains out to remark the ball, and 3 of our guys hopped over the chain in unison, like it was choreographed. That was impressive.
So you think Tuscaloosa County's telling them, watch the ball?
Yeah, I do.
I would think the Spartans, you're going to see something out of the Spartans right here.
Only need inches to get the first down. They are lined up in punt formation.
Tell you what, Zachary Carroll can run too.
They punt, send it on back and punt it away. Going to play field position. The punt hits at the 5. Unfortunately, takes that forward hop back through the end zone, so it'll be a touchback.
Kemper Sanders just a strong foot there that time. Kemper's really punted well for the Spartans and just didn't get the roll we needed.
Yep.
Sort of looks like my golf game. Golf ball hits and it rolls off the putting green there.
Yeah.
Didn't hit the draw. All right, our defense, here we are with our, well, I'll tell you what, we'll get this next play and then I'll give you the Northwestern Mutual starting defense.
All right, Wildcats start from their own 20-yard line. Sam Cooper's their quarterback. And he takes the shotgun snap. He's looking to throw, and it's incomplete. Badly overthrown on that play.
The Northwestern Mutual starting defense for tonight, defensive end Thomas Byrne, 94. McKinnon Cox, number 90. Ford Alexander, number 89. At linebacker, Kemper Sanders, 44. Joe Donald, 45. Will Wetzler, 25. Connor Busman, 32. Matt Campbell, number 12. Safety, Zachary Carroll, number 11. Cornerbacks, Drew Smith, number 2. Chandler Cox, number 4. And that is your Northwestern Mutual starting lineup.
Second down and 10, deep handoff. And, nice stop there after a very short gain on the run by Fred Evans.
Yeah, looked like number 2, Drew Smith, stepping up, making a play. And, of course, Ford Alexander, 89, stretching it on out, scraping down the line to make that tackle.
About 2 yards on the play. It'll be third down at 8 for County High. Again, they're in that shotgun or pistol. Cooper back to pass. He will throw underneath, sliding catch, so no advancement after the catch, and a few yards short of the first down is Justin Little.
Chandler Cox, number 4, number 32. Connor Busman there in coverage. All righty. Good stop by the defense to force a punt. Sims Heron back, number 84. With a great kickoff return to begin the game for Sims.
And this is where, hopefully, playing field position, punting on the 4th and short, instead of going for it, maybe we could get good field position again. Sims with the fair catch at the 42. So that's good field position for the Spartans.
I tell you, you're absolutely right. We're sitting here talking, you're thinking, man, inches, why don't you go for it? But, if things don't go your way there, it's going to go, when they're punting the ball, it's going to be down here on this 10 to 20-yard line.
Right.
So here we are. We're still about the 41-yard line. We're playing at midfield. Good coaching.
I think they trusted our defense to get a stop and get the ball right back, and that's what happened. It's going to be Sisson. That looked a little bit disjointed, mistimed there. I think maybe that's going to be a false start on Mountain Brook. It is.
We got a band that can play grade 6 music, but we can't sing together or in tune.
Oh, okay. Y'all can't hear that at home, I guess.
I don't know if they can hear that at home.
We're getting the band leader. I guess if you can chew out your your band team.
He was talking about the singing, wasn't he?
That's right. I'm sorry.
Doesn't the band play instruments?
Those are one of those you just have to be here.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, that play did not work well for McKee Brown. Good defensive play.
McKee Brown, number 4, I tell you what, we were talking with Coach before the game, what a heart he has and just what a warrior he is, Spartan warrior. tells you, he walks around with big lumps on the elbows and the arms and bruises, and man, he just smiles. Last week when we highlighted him, all smiles. Great kid.
Well, we need a big play here. 2nd down and 18 coming up for Mountain Brook. Play action. There's the pass. It's complete, but right at the boundary. In fact, I think he landed. No, they're going to give him a catch in bounds, but then out of bounds. I thought maybe he landed out of bounds.
He got that 1 foot down. It's a great catch by Sims. Only picked up 4 yards, but 3rd down, 13.
13 for the Spartans. Ball spotted on their own 37.
Quickly right back out over the ball. Power left formation. And Sissom will run right. He's got some room over there. He is out to midfield, and again he's going to be down right around that marker. And I think, by the way they're spotting, he's going to be just short.
Great job by number 13, J.P. Darnold, out there making a block and guiding. Ham might want to look at the film there and maybe cut it a little bit differently, but great run. I tell you, that's what we're seeing. What the package with Ham, what he can bring. Is his feet, and that's nice.
We were heavy left-sided formation. Then when he ran to the right, which was also the wide side of the field, he had lots of room, and I thought he was going to have enough to get the first down, but he came up just a little bit short. Now the punt is a good one. They fair catch it at the 13. So again, so far Mountain Brook is winning the field position, or haven't turned it into points yet, but
you're right. I mean, this is something we haven't seen from our first quarter in other games. So far, a positive sign. And a positive sign is that scoreboard is 0-0 because we've given up a lot of points in that first quarter that gets us behind a little bit.
8:02.
We have to play catch up in the second quarter.
8:02 to play in the first quarter. Nothing. And they're starting from about their 11-yard line. Cooper, the quarterback, will hand it off. Oh, what a play by 94
Thomas
Byrne. He just beat his blocker and made the play in the backfield.
Just overpowered his position and went in there and met the running back and took him down.
That's a big-time play.
We have a 2nd down for the Cats.
Second down and 12 after the loss of 2. They'll run it again on the sweep. Oh, hard hit. Boy, oh boy.
Number 45, Joe Donald.
No surprise there.
And once again, Spartans doing a great job of stringing it out. But 45, Joe Donald coming up and making the big hit.
Kemper Sanders had a piece of him too. So on 2 plays, they're still at minus yardage. It'll be 3rd and 11. Cooper back to pass. Here comes the blitz, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield, down around the 2 or 3 yard line.
And look at that, a host of Spartans. Kemper Sanders, number 44. Butler Wilbanks, number 98. Joe Donald with number 45 applying the pressure. And Thomas Byrne, number 94.
You talk about getting penetration. We had everybody back there, George.
We sent the kitchen sink there, and, man, caught him. So, once again, as we see, now you look at Sims Heron, he's out here on their 40.
And they're going to be punting from the back of the end zone.
So, all of a sudden, you see this field position starting to play more and more in our favor. And this is where you're so worried about the protection, sometimes you don't get down there quick enough to defend. So this is where we can maybe get a good return.
Sherrill, their punter. Fair catch and in great field position. Sims Heron makes the fair catch at the county high 33.
Good punt.
So we've seen it gradually
go back to our favor. And that was a good punt by the punter. I mean, getting the hang time on it, but we're here on 30. When you see Sims Hills were on the 40, moved up to 33, and now Spartans in business.
Yeah, now this is the time where the Spartans got to turn it into points now.
Looking number 5 in the backfield, Harold Joyner. Good to see Harold back.
Yes, it is.
With those bright green or lime green shoes.
And he's got the football, and they have him after a very short gain of a yard. Maybe worked his way forward for 2.
Running up behind that line, Rick Curtis and number 68, Johnny Lira, and 73, Christian Johnson, the middle of our line.
All be spotted on the Wildcat 37. 32.
Second down at 8 for the Spartans. Hamp Sisson still in quarterback. Looks over the side for the play. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Low snap. Hamp scoops it up. He's going to try and see what he can make out of this. He gets the corner and shoestring tackle. He lunges forward to the 25. That'll be just 2 yards short of the first down.
Great little 7-yard scamper by Hamp. I tell you what, he shows his speed as he got a little burst around that edge there. I tell you, it's nice to see him scrambling out of trouble.
So 3rd and 2 coming up.
Hamp just a sophomore for the Spartans too.
Gets the snap, fakes the give. Now he's looking for room, and he found it. First down pickup for Hamp Sisson inside the 20 to the 18.
I tell you what this is reminding me of, this game plan, is you think back to last year, we played the Tuscaloosa County into that overtime game, but you remember our quarterback last year ran for 100 yards.
Yeah.
And had lots and lots of carries for us. So on similar type plays.
Nice move there by Hamp. He went wide until he found a hole, then cut up in it and got the first down. He's got the snap again, and he keeps it after faking it to McKee Brown. Runs over the left side. Flags fly as he goes down at about the 15-yard line. Let's see what the flag is for. It was when it's right in the middle like that one is.
That's not good.
It's usually offensive holding.
Yes.
D2, have it ready. D2, have it ready.
Well, and that's what what we're seeing. We haven't seen this kind of package that much from the Spartans this year. We got another option here running the ball, which is really nice for us.
Yeah.
But we think about that game last year. Spartans were up 17-0 for that game, and then Tuscaloosa County came back in that 4th quarter and tied it up 17-17 and gave us a wild finish, which we ended up winning.
Yeah.
But we had that 1-2 punch going for us with the quarterback and running back running the ball.
It was a holding against Mountain Brook. Moves it back to the 25 and makes it 1st and 17. And there's the handoff this time to McKee. Nothing doing. He's brought down for no gain by number 13 for them. That's T.J. McMiller.
I tell you, looking at the teams we've played the past few weeks, we seem to be a step quicker than this Tuscaloosa County team. We've played some fast teams that matched our speed.
2nd down and 17 rather, at the 25. Play action pass is incomplete, intended for Sims Heron.
Sims going right down the seam there. He was heavily covered in there.
It'll be 3rd and 17. Boy, that penalty really hurt this time. We had such good field position. But we are right now, guess we might be on the back edge of field goal range if we don't gain any more. It'd be a long one. About 43. And we have got timeout taken by Mountain Brook, so we'll take a timeout as well. 3:12 to play in the first. No score. Mountain Brook and Tuscaloosa County High on the Mountain Brook Sportsnet.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis. All because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
For generations, people in Alabama have raised their families and made their livelihood on the land. It's this tradition of the relationship between the land and the people who care for it that makes Alabama a special place to be. This is Gene Stallings. My friends at Black Ridge Land Company are helping to continue this tradition by combining the best in brokerage service with professional land management and maintenance across Alabama. Their comprehensive approach of on-the-ground analysis coupled with the most innovative online and social media places Black Ridge Land Company in a class of their own as the only land brokerage firm that offers in-house and integrated land management and maintenance along with brokerage services. With their expert understanding of both the business side of an investment in land as well as investment for creating members for the friends and family, Black Ridge Land Company is a committed partner with you to make the most of your investment, because land is what they do.
Out of the timeout, third down play. Sisson, lots of time. Throws, it's out of bounds. Boy, good job by the offensive line to give him time, but could not complete it in bounds. So it'll be 4th and 17, which this part of the field, sometimes you think about going for it on 4th, but hard to make 17.
We've been a little injured in our kicking game, and so
it's too close to punt it. So we'll try it. 4th and 17. Camp looking, throwing deep. Sims Heron could not adjust to the ball. Boy, I thought we had a shot there.
Had a little contact going down the sideline, but you know, it's a positive series. But the one thing we cannot do is the penalties.
Yeah,
the penalties will eat you alive, and that's one thing we've not helped ourselves this season on certain drives like that.
But still, we give it to County High in their territory at their 25. That's actually the best field position they've had yet. That time, the quarterback Cooper under center, and they try the deep handoff on the stretch play, and they'll get 3 or 4, and that's all.
Tell you what, once again,
Joe Donald.
Host of Spartans, Chandler Cox, and I tell you, Chandler's been playing hurt this season, and looks like he's coming off. Thomas Byrne was on the tackle too that time. Number 1, Joey Keaton coming in. You usually see Joey in our nickel package.
He comes in. Chandler Cox goes out. A bit of a limp by Chandler as he headed over to the sideline. They actually got 3 on that play. 2nd and 7. Another deep handoff to Fred Evans. He'll get about 1 yard or 2 before he's knocked hard and knocked down. I think Joe Donald may have gotten him again.
You know, the ball came out, and Joey wisely jumped on it, but I think the referees are going to say the ball, his knee was on the ground.
Yeah, Joey Keaton came out of there with the ball. Keating. But it's still County High football, and it's 3rd down and 5. Some hitting going on down there.
I'll tell you what, 2 hungry teams looking for their first region win this season.
And they'll throw the quick out pattern, but their receiver was late in turning around and looking for Justin Little. Good coverage by Joey Keating, and it'll be a 4th down punting situation.
I tell you what, Tuscaloosa County Wildcats are really lucky on that one. Joey Keating just 1 little second sooner been going for 6 the other way.
Yeah, Joey.
He got his hand on it.
Yeah, he located it sooner than their receiver did.
Right.
All right, we should still get good field position. Sims having to come up to get it. No fair catch. He'll run it. And he's across midfield. Spins free. All the way down to the 32-yard line. Goes Sims Heron.
What a fabulous return right here. That time the punt didn't have the height on it. Sims received it, comes up, receives it, and takes off with a burst of speed up the middle, landing on the 31. Tuscaloosa County's 31.
Nice little spin move in the middle there.
Yeah, what a play by Sims. Tell you, he has done such a fabulous job for us returning the ball this year.
He has, and he's had a couple of good returns already tonight. Opening kickoff, and that one there on the punt. So Mountain Brook sets up shop in great field position again. There's the give to Joyner, and he's hit and dropped in the backfield by Paul Hammonds.
So once again, whenever we play a Tuscaloosa County team, they show their size. Got a lot of big boys in there.
Boy, Harold didn't have a chance on that one.
And I'm trying to think, Hammond's just coming right over the right side of our line.
Hammonds is one of their better players. There's room for Joyner, and he gets across the 25 near the 22. That'll be close to a first down.
That time the Spartans take it right up the middle in between the center and the left guard, Johnny Lira and Ricks Curtis. And I tell you what, Harold Joyner gets a good little run there.
I'm not understanding some of these marks. He landed at the 22, but they put it back almost to the 24.
Ball was spotted on the Wildcat 23.
I thought it was going to be 3rd and a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Joyner is not going to get it, and a flag comes down.
Number 5, Harold Joyner on the carry.
Tackle made by Paul Hammonds, but there's a flag on the play.
Paul Hammonds makes yet another tackle. He's a senior for them, and it seems like been calling his name for 4 years. I wonder if he started as a freshman. I'm pretty sure he did as a sophomore.
Well, he's having a fantastic game right now for County.
We go against the Spartans.
Here's the penalties again that we cannot afford to have.
Down to 14 seconds left in the first quarter. No score. Pretty much the entire first quarter has been played on that half of the field.
Here we are, Spartans 4th and 3. I wouldn't mind seeing, you better be keeping an eye on Hamp on this one, going back the other way.
Yeah.
And they're spying him.
Here they come. He gets away, running right side, cuts it up. He's got a first down and more inside the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown, Hamp Sisson.
You can see that play setting up real quickly as the Spartans bring all line up and trips out to the left. You can even see County realize what was going. They were spying him, but Hamp showing the burst of speed as he just rolls right, gets around to the edge, and then from there turns on the Jets of touchdown Spartans.
24-yard touchdown run by Hamp. Beautifully done. I was thrilled to death that he got a first down, but then he broke another tackle around the 10-yard line and took it in. Extra point.
Well, I tell you, Mason Diller with extra point. I tell you what, let's get our Royal Cup replay on that again. Once again, as we see Spartans line up in the trips to the left, you can see right here, over there on the right side there, Tuscaloosa County's spying the old Hamp's system right there. Hamp rolls to the right, just gets out of that tackle, keeps running, makes another one miss him, turns on the Jets and off to the end zone, and guess what? Spartans got a 7-0 lead in the first quarter.
And that was the last play of the first quarter. His time ran out as he got into the end zone. So after one, it is Mountain Brook 7, Tuscaloosa County High 0 on the Mountain Brook Sportsnet.
Sports Medicine, your first choice for athletic health care.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your nails before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dance?
A dedication to quality has no fear of time. For over 100 years, we have been serving our customers with the most savoring coffee experience. Royal Cup Coffee. Savor the experience.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Mason Dillard now to kick it off for the Spartans. 7-0 lead. Pops a short one that will land at the 25, and County High gets on it. Boy, I thought the Spartans had a shot to get that, but could not do it.
What a great kick by Mason over there, getting it perfectly right there at about the 30. Spartans, just miss it.
So at the 29-yard line, that's where County High will start this time. Got a beautiful school here, nice facility. When they first opened the new school, they did not have the football stadium here. It was several years later that they built this football stadium. And it's one of the nicer ones around. They try the deep handoff again to Evans, who is belted by the Spartans, and then a flag comes in.
So which Spartan was it that made that one start going backwards? There was a host of Spartans making the tackle. You know, you have Butler Wilbanks, and I feel Will Wetzler and Matt Campbell in there, and then
Joe Donald.
Joe Donald came, and that all of a sudden that whole pile started going the other way.
What a hit.
Oh, face mask, though.
Well, that's going to give the Wildcats their first down of the game.
I tell you.
Give the Wildcats a first down. They'll take over
Puts the ball out at the 45. That's the first time tonight they've even been anywhere near midfield. They hand it off to Evans. He'll get one and then go down. Several Spartans in on it again. Looks like Ford Alexander, Will Wetzler.
I tell you what.
Butler Wilbanks.
Number 98 for Butler Wilbanks.
Tackle made by number 89, Ford Alexander.
That'll bring up a second down and 9 for the Wildcats.
Second down and nearly 9 for the Wildcats. We are early in the second quarter, 7-0 Mountain Brook. There's play action. Cooper throws to his big tight end over the middle, and he'll get to midfield and then tackled there by several Spartans. Donald in on the stop again.
I tell you what, well played by the Spartans there. Nice little bootleg right there and tight end, but only giving up about 3 yards there on that play.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 coming up just across midfield.
Play clock dwindling down on the County.
Down to 5, 4, 3. They get it off. Cooper. Looks like they're trying to set up the screen. The Spartans had it smelled out, so he just dirted it. He threw it in the dirt.
I tell you what, he knew the linebackers were right there and wisely threw it into the dirt, so there wasn't 6 points going the other way.
Brings up a 4th down for the Cats. Back to punt.
Once again,
99,
great
Colin
stand
Sherrill.
by the Spartans defense. The only first down was a penalty. So
But a
here-
good job of not letting them get any more.
So we got Sims Heron back, and I tell you what, the way he's returned kickoff, returned to punt, we might be seeing him go the other way at some point tonight for a touchdown.
Sherrill's punt. Boy, that's a missile. Sims back to get it at the 15. He'll fair catch it there.
Tell you, Spartans playing safe on that punt return that time and kept their gunners up, thinking about a fake punt, and conceded that and let Sims call fair catch.
It's the first time tonight that the Spartans have not had good field position.
Buffalo Rock, Jalapenos, Northport, Chris and Michelle Skelton, Cornerstone Home Builders, the City of Northport, ADS Security.
So they'll start at their 15. It's a service first down for Mountain Brook. And was that a fumble?
Yeah, look.
McKee got on it, but lost yardage.
Tell you what, we were blocked. Our view was blocked a little bit, but I don't know if it was on the exchange or just when he turned to run, he just didn't have the ball with him.
Lost 3. 2nd and 13. And Hamp keeps it after faking it to McKee, and he'll get really back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 3rd and 13 coming up.
Well, the first time the Spartans have been pinned deep here.
Tackle made with number 99, Colin Sherrill. Brings up a 3rd down for the Spartans.
So what we've seen a bunch from the Spartans is 3rd and 13, sort of going back to the loading the left side up and going back to the right. Let's see what the Spartans do this time.
They will stick with a run, and they'll bring on the punting unit.
Number 4, McKee Brown.
Well, you can see both teams
Tackle made by number 4, John
playing that field position kind of game.
Down for the Spartans. Back deep for the Wildcats at number 6, Justin Little.
So as you'll see, Tuscaloosa County now going to have their heels on the 50, and we're going to see what our defense does right here.
Yeah, they were able to flip the field on us by the one first down they got on the penalty, and then their punter had a good punt, Colin Sherrill. This is a low one. Hit and roll, baby. It does. Not quite as much as I would have liked, but we got some roll out of it. It'll be dead at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 there for County High.
Tuscaloosa County did a great job that time on their rush, which rushed our punt off a little bit, but still good enough to get it out to the 48.
Spartans back on defense. Notice Joey Keating still out there. Chandler Cox limped off a little while back, and he has not returned. Sam Cooper back to pass for the Wildcats. He's got a man complete. Hit and brought down after a gain of about 7 yards.
Pass completed from Sam.
Good little play by Tuscaloosa County on that first down. Gain of about 6.
Tackle made by number 90.
Yeah, 2nd down and 4 coming up. Cooper throws, and a catch is made. That looks like it may be a first down. Good sure tackle over there.
Number 12,
by Mac Campbell.
I'm a rhinestone hitter. Mac Campbell making the hit. Drew Smith on the coverage too.
Stop made by number 12, Mac Campbell.
And I think they signaled first down. Yes, they did.
First down.
As we hear the Wildcat roar in the background.
Back to pass is Cooper. Throws that long out pattern to the wide side of the field, but he got it to his man. And about 9 yards, but a flag over in that same direction where the pass went.
Yeah, I tell you, that's something on the line of scrimmage movement, I bet.
Actually, there's a flag on the other side of the line of scrimmage as well. Both line judges.
Yeah, movement there. So there's no way. When you got both line judges, you can't put your hands up and say, what'd I do?
Yeah.
Both of them caught you.
So that brings back what was a nice play for the Wildcats. Brings it back, puts it at the 43, makes it 1st and 15.
You know, both teams have had this kind of trouble all year. Penalties that hurt their drives. Tuscaloosa County has some positive yardage going.
And what do we got here? Officials had to discuss where they're meeting for a snack after the game, I guess.
I tell you, in my day, it would have been quick snack.
Here's the deep handoff on the stretch play. And Evans runs wide and runs into Spartans everywhere. Look at that defense by Mountain Brook.
I tell you what, great tackle, and we're a little lucky we didn't get that yellow hanky coming out.
Will Wetzler, Connor Bussman, and others in on the stop.
That brings up a 2nd down for the Cats.
But they showed some good defensive speed there. Because Evans is fast, but he was unable to get to the corner.
Bring it up 2nd down and 15. Coach Newsom on the sideline calling in the play.
Back to pass is Cooper. He's in trouble. Trying to escape. Runs right. Gets away. Now tucks it and runs. And another hard hit. He did bounce off a 1, but he's brought down at the 35-yard line. Still way short of the 1st down.
You know, good pressure that time by the up front guys. Three guys rushing, getting back there, putting the pressure on. And Tuscaloosa County quarterback doing a nice job to scramble out of it, but only for a couple of yard gain.
Got 6 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter. 7-0 Mountain Brook. Thankfully, George, we've finally gotten to the part of the season they're not taking the mid-quarter water breaks anymore.
Russell and I commented on that last week also. We were very excited.
Cooper throws, has a man. Wasn't he already on his knees? Apparently not. And he's going to cut it to the near side, and he's going to try and get to the end zone, and he does. That's Fred Evans.
I'll tell you, nice job not going down to the knee. It was close, but I don't think he did. Kept his balance and just outran our defense to the end zone. Dallas knee touch. It did. Dallas says.
I thought he was on a knee when he caught it.
I'm about to say.
But again, I'm a long ways away, so. And unfortunately, we can't have replay review it.
I'll tell you what. You look back at it, and I do believe the knee did touch. So, but
it's going to count.
It's going to count on the scoreboard here.
And they get the extra point, and just like that, we're tied 7-7 with 5:31 to play.
You know, right now, 2 big plays by the offense, both offenses. So 7-7.
Wildcats would like to thank one of their corporate sponsors, Riley Austin.
I will tell you, though, it's pleasant to see with 5:31 to go in the 2nd quarter, we don't have a game that the Spartans are down 14-0.
Right.
That's what we've done. Even in our good games, we've spotted the opposing team 14 points about every game. So.
Well, now if we have that late 2nd quarter surge that we usually do,
got
a chance to turn it into a lead at halftime instead of playing, we'll be just making a game closer.
Exactly.
As we've done in other games.
Having the momentum on our side with points ahead would be nice.
All right, see if we can get another good return here. Onside kick, and it bounces around, and the Spartans, I think, got on it.
Looks like number 26, I believe.
If he held it. I know he got on it, but if he held on, is that Will Block?
I think it's Henry Barr, is it?
Spartans recover.
They did get it. You got two 26s on the
Or it
roster.
could be Will Block. Yeah, that's right. It might be Will Block on that one.
37.
So the Spartans did recover it, although the officials are having another discussion.
There are a lot of good eating places down here in Tuscaloosa. There's Dreamland, and there's what else we got down here?
Oh, just all kinds of places.
So they're all sitting back going, which way on McFarland we gonna go? Huh? Maybe we'll just do a simple Waffle House. No, I want Mexican.
Well, they had a long discussion before then re-signaling that it's Mountain Brook ball. So I guess they were
It had to be something.
discussing the possibility that it wasn't.
Or what, the kick or offsides, or did it go 10 yards before defense touched? The offense touched it.
All right, service first down for Mountain Brook. Right up the middle, a nice hole for Harold Joyner. He goes down after picking up 11 yards and a first down.
Yeah, great run, great blocking by the line, and there goes Harold right up the middle for a nice first down run.
He's had two nice runs, and both of them have been right up the middle. Still showing a little bit of a limp there as he goes back after that play. And he's got it again. Running right, and just a yard this time to midfield.
Again, number 5, Harold Joyner on the carry.
Yeah, Harold's been hurt.
Tackle made by number 6, Justin Little. Brings him a
For the Spartans, so he's probably first game he's had sat out for a few weeks.
Second and 9, ball right at the midfield stripe. 4:40 to play in the second quarter. 7-7 our score. And it's Joyner to the left, and he'll get one more yard, and that's all.
Again, Joyner on the carry.
Tackle was made by number 99, Colin Sherrill.
Colin Sherrill making another tackle for County High. They did not give him a good mark. They gave him no gain.
Still spotted at midfield.
It'll be 3rd and 9. First half has gone by pretty quickly. Just over 4 minutes left.
Has been a quick.
Not complaining.
No, not. A lot more running, not as much passing.
Just want to get a victory, that's all. I'd prefer a quick victory over a slow victory, but victory is the key.
And good thing we're not in Georgia or South Carolina.
Yeah, really.
We'll be dry tonight.
Well, they gave it to Harold again, and they are keying on him.
Number 5, Harold Joyner on the carry.
It'll be 4th down.
Tackle made by number 52, Jordan Chambers.
Okay, here comes the punt team.
To bring up a 4th down for the Spartans. Back deep for the
Harold still
Justin Little.
a little bit of a limp as he trotted over to the sideline. Good snap back. Good punt.
Oh, get
on it. I think the Spartans got it. I think the Spartans got it. Let's see if the officials think they got it.
And once again,
they do. Mountain Brook ball.
And we're going to say number 26 made that recovery. You got Henry Bars, you got Will Block. So
was that 26?
Yeah, it looked like 26 that got on that ball.
Okay.
Drew Smith was down there too.
I thought I saw Joe Donald in there, but I think Joe was just excited. I saw him jumping up and down.
Great job by the Spartans to get down there and get that.
Oh, that could be a turning point right there. Service first down for Mount Brook. Now another chance to get a go-ahead score before the halftime intermission. Fumbled the snap.
Where's
and
the ball?
The ball's behind him, but he didn't realize it. They're still fighting for it. We got players indicating whose ball it is, but finally an indication by the official that it is Mountain Brook ball. Ooh. Hamp had thought he jumped on it, and then he realized that there wasn't a ball underneath him, that it was back behind him laying on the ground. But the Spartans did get back there to get it. Lost almost 5, though, on the play. Second down.
We have a flag on the play.
All right, once again, this is not where we can shoot ourselves in the foot. You know, we got a fumble on the first down, and second down we come up, and here we are. The movement. These are kind of things that the Spartans have got to get beyond to get back in the winning column.
Now it's 2nd and 20. They give it to Joyner. He's got room over the right side. He is then tackled at about the 22. About 6 yards on the play for Harold. Did not show a limp on that run. Looks like he's feeling good.
Yeah, it's amazing how sometimes those limps go away.
Yeah.
14 for the Spartans. On the Wildcat 22.
I got to fight. I just, poor Harold. I keep wanting to say Charlie Joyner every time he has it. The old San Diego Charger. Nice throw and catch there. Sims Herons tackled at the 10, near the 9. That'll be very close to a first down.
Nice little play action play here by Ham, rolling out and finding Sims right there near the marker. And I would say that Charlie Joyner was a fine player.
Yes, he was.
Fun to watch. Number 18, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think it was about those Charger days. All right, 4th down. 1 yard. Spartan's going to elect to kick a field goal.
He might even be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not sure, but he was a good one.
All righty.
All right, see if we can get 3 and get the lead here. Hamp Sisson, remember holding. Oh, another penalty. The kick. Well, but the kick I don't think is going to matter because I think there was a penalty before the play.
Which is against them. It's looking like.
Oh, that changes everything. That makes it a first down. What a break for Mountain Brook.
That's not going to make the Wildcat coaches very happy right there.
Oh, man, that is a big break for the Spartans. Makes it a service first down. They take the field goal unit off the field and bring the offense back out. 2
timeouts, 34 seconds right there. All righty, let's see what our Spartans do.
Ball's at the 5. 1st and goal. 2 receivers left. Joyner in the backfield next to Hamp Sisson. And the fake to Joyner. Hamp running right. Gets a block on the edge and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. 2 late flags come in at the end of the play. I think it's going to be a hold. They're going to call a hold.
Holding out there on the edge. I tell you, nice play action. Little play there. Just a little read option there. You got, Joyner going the other way. Hamp reading it perfectly, coming around. But we have a hold there on the edge.
Penalties just killing us.
Yeah, not really good. It gives us 26 seconds, and that's going to push us back to.
It's a spot foul.
Yeah, so here we go. We're going to be We'll be back at the 15.
Okay. 26.3 remaining. Still have the 2 timeouts. 7-7 ball game. It is still first down, but it's first and goal from the 15. Officials not yet ready. And it is Sisson straight run right, and not going to get much that time. It does stop the clock as he goes out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage.
Snap a little low that time. Hamp takes it to the right, and Tuscaloosa County waiting on him that time.
Hamp Sisson on the carry.
Pushed out of bounds, number 6, Justin Little. Ball will be spotted at the Wildcat 15.
So the clock stopped with 20 seconds left. Second and goal at the 15. You want to get out of this at least with another shot at a field goal. Sisson to pass.
Oh,
has a man open in the end zone. Touchdown. Sims Heron again.
Great job. Snap a little low that time, but what a great job by Hamp seeing Sims right down the seam there for a touchdown for the Spartans.
Boy, Sims did a great job of finding an open area.
Oh, yeah.
And Hamp got it to him. Nice.
Perfect pass.
Lunging catch by Hamp Sisson.
Sims Heron.
Thank you. I'll start the sentence as you finish them.
Sounds like the homework I was doing with my 7-year-old last night.
And the extra point is good. There we are again, George.
I tell you what.
Right before halftime.
Right before halftime. Royal Cup replay with the 13 seconds to go. Here you go, the play. A little low snap of Hamp. Gets the snap, takes it, looks, finds Sim going right down the seams right there. And perfect throw, perfect catch. Sims Heron finding that open spot and touchdown Spartans.
15-yard touchdown play.
You know, I tell you what, one thing we talked about at the beginning of the game, we spotlighted and we talked about, the offensive line having to do their job tonight. So far, the offensive line is doing a fantastic job. We're able to establish the run. We're able to hold and give good pass protection there. And here we are. We got 14 points on the board. And right there at the end of that second quarter, which I love. That's that Spartan magic under 3 minutes.
All right. Got to handle the kickoff and maybe one play. And it's entirely possible if County High doesn't get a good run back, they may just take a knee and head to the locker room. Well, the kick is going to go out of bounds. That's not what we wanted. It takes no time off the clock. And gives the Cats the ball at the 35. That may give them time, if they choose to run 2 plays.
The Wildcats will take on 1st and 10 on its own 35.
They have 3 timeouts.
They will hand it off to Evans. Nothing doing. Oh, he breaks free!
Oh, no.
Spartans got to try and get him. He's to the 30,
oh, Connor.
20.
Come on, Connor.
Connor Busman saves the day. Tackles him at the 6.
Oh, look at the clock.
0.2 of a second.
I tell you what. You know, Tuscaloosa County just going to simply run out the clock.
Well, and looked like he was hemmed in, but Evans got away. And fortunately, Connor was able to. That was Connor, right?
Connor, number 32.
Connor Busman.
Connor Busman, number 32 for the Spartans.
Catch him and tackle him at the 6. So the Wildcats will spend a timeout with 0.2 of a second. I'm not sure what kind of a kicking game they've got. So I don't know if they're going to try and kick a field goal or try and get a touchdown on one play.
Too bad that wasn't at Spartan Stadium. I know hopefully the clock would have been a little slower. That .2 might have gone off.
They are going to try a field goal. It'll be a 23-yard field goal attempt. Number 68 to kick it. And it is good. So the long run by Fred Evans gives them the chance, and then Andrew Boswell kicks the field goal through, and that's how the half ends. But the Spartans are still in the lead on County High here in Northport, 14-10 at the halftime intermission. Back after this timeout on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dales before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dales?
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mountain Brook High School Spartan Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mountain Brook High School Marching Spartan Band. Headriggers are Jason Smith, Mr. Mike Holmes, and Dr. Mark Foster. Regional ensemble instructors are Casey Truesdale, graduate of County High, 2002. Yeah, Jenna Bellamy, color guard, and Lindsay Hall and Heather Fitch-Gorings. Thank you very much.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
For generations, people in Alabama have raised their families and made their livelihood on the land. It's this tradition of the relationship between the land and the people who care for it that makes Alabama a special place to be. This is Gene Stallings. My friends at Black Ridge Land Company are helping to continue this tradition by combining the best in brokerage service with professional land management and maintenance across Alabama. Their comprehensive approach of on-the-ground analysis coupled with the most innovative online and social media places Black Ridge Land Company in a class of their own as the only land brokerage firm that offers in-house and integrated land management and maintenance along with brokerage services. With their expert understanding of both the business side of an investment in land as well as the investment for creating members for the friends and family, Black Ridge Land Company is a committed partner with you to make the most of your investment, because land is what they do.
Welcome back to Wildcat Alumni Stadium in Northport, Alabama, Tuscaloosa County High. Trailing our Mountain Brook Spartans, 14-10, Mountain Brook to kick it off to start the second half. Mason Dillard, boy, he got that one good.
Good kick.
Wow.
Look at that, got all of that one good.
I know it's windy out there. I'm looking for a flag to show me which direction it's blowing in. Man, he booted that one.
He really did. What a great kick, and that's a good way to start off the third quarter here with Spartans coming out up 14-10 from that first half. Good first half by both the Spartans offense and defense. Yeah, that wind is picking up a little bit, which is nice, and I
don't see a flag anywhere, any kind of flag.
Well, I feel like the wind is blowing that way.
Okay. All right, Sam Cooper, their quarterback. Three-man front by the Spartans, and there's a shift, and there's some movements. Joe Donald clapping his hands. Or did the play clock run? No, it was movement.
You know, once again, both offenses have shown themselves
still be first down
with these penalties. They'll shoot themselves in the foot, and that's not good. Now you're starting off First and 15.
He's spotted on the Wildcat 15.
Back at the 15. Three receivers left, two right, empty backfield. Cooper's got the snap. He's looking. And he is in trouble.
Oh.
That's Thomas Byrne. Gets him in the backfield for a loss. Ford Alexander also there.
I tell you what, big 94 Thomas Byrne. You could see the quarterback, if you could see the eyes, desperation was there. Thomas Byrne chasing him down and making a big tackle for a loss of 5 yards. Great job, Thomas.
So it's 2nd and 20 for the Wildcats. Showing blitz are the Spartans. Now they back off into coverage. They throw a little pass in the flat, and that one is defended nicely by the Spartans as well.
Number 44, Kemper Sanders, the first one there to make the hit. Thomas Burns again, and Joe Donald coming over. Host of Spartans gang tackling around.
44, Kemper Sanders.
No gain, just pain on that play.
I'll tell you what, Spartans coming out of the locker room, bouncing around on defense, which is good to see the energy here.
Okay, we've got officials talking to each head coach right now. We have maybe a trouble with the play clock or something, where they're going to keep it on the field. We've got officials talking to each coach right now.
That or they're feeling very inviting to invite the coaches with them to their restaurant plans after the game. And both clocks seem to be working.
And the game clock has moved. It's at 10:56.
Let's see, the head umpire's over there with Coach Yeager now. He left the Tuscaloosa County sideline. Well, we'll just sit back and keep speculating.
Okay. Wish they'd let us in on it.
It might be maybe the play clock. Let's
That's
see.
what I was wondering. Let's see if the play
works.
clock moves.
And that should be that is
And
it.
it is not. So that's what the issue is. Play clocks are not functioning. Cooper back around his own end zone. Now he'll try and run, and he's got some room. Well, he had some room, and he's brought down after a short gain.
I tell you what, he had too far to run, but great job by both Thomas Byrne and Butler Wilbanks that time, containing him and making him turn it back to the inside where all the host of Spartans were ready to tackle.
Will Wetzler and Joe Donald making the tackle. Boy, great defensive stand there by the Spartans to open the second half.
Number 99, Colin Sherrill.
Big Colin Sherrill on to punt. And here we are, another case where the Spartans should have excellent field position. Unless Sims Heron just runs it all the way back to the end zone. Now that one's too short. He's not going to be able to get up to it. And it'll be down to the 46. So excellent field position for the Spartans at the county high 46.
Well, starting the second half off like we started the game, getting the ball right there about midfield, which is something that worked well for us in the first half. So let's see what the Spartans can get going here.
I'd like to say thanks to a few corporate sponsors. This time, Talon Orthodontics, Craftworks Ceramics, and Crimson Capital Group.
1st and 10. It's a service first down for Mountain Brook. Ham Sisson fakes it to Joyner, keeps it, and he is not going to get anywhere except out of bounds with a loss of 4 yards.
Well, Tuscaloosa County coming out of the second half, keying in on that. On Hamp. Hamp burned him a couple of times on some big runs in the first half. So keying in on that play.
Brings up a second down for the Spartans. It'll be a 2nd and 14, ball spotted in midfield.
2nd and 14. Joyner has it over the right side. Hard running. He'll get a couple, and that's all.
Number 5, Harold Joyner on the
See, we're into October now, and that's always Breast Cancer Awareness month. You see some of the county high players with the pink gloves or socks or
cheerleaders over across the field.
Cheerleaders across the field.
The pink pom-poms. Pink ribbons in the hair.
Third and a dozen. Low snap, but Hamp digs it out. Now rolls right, looking downfield. He's going to run. And he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Good coverage that time by Tuscaloosa County on that play. Hamp had nowhere to throw it. Wisely holds on to it, and the Spartans will punt. Well, let's see what we're going to do here. 4th and 11.
Yeah, 4th.
McKee Brown in, number 4 at running back.
And now are we switching? Yeah. Boy, this looks like a fire drill.
I tell you what, And catches it. Oh, good job and catches.
And then a great punt, but it's actually hit too hard. It'll go in the end zone. You know, there's no way the officials can accurately be able to tell if both teams had just 11 on the field on that. There's no way.
I'll tell you what, it looked like somebody stepped.
I have no idea.
Looked like somebody stepped on an ant bed near the picnic basket. I mean, it was everything, people running everywhere. But I tell you, you know, we keep talking about that win. I tell you what, Kemper got a big boot out of that one. Once again, loved to had a little bit less of a kick.
So the Wildcats start at their 20. 14-10, Mountain Brook on top. 8:15 to play in the third quarter. 3-man front. They fake the run, and then the quarterback Cooper keeps, and he goes down hard. Joe Donald again.
I'll tell you what, Joe Donald, he makes the tackle, but he's going to make you think about it the next time you run it. He always does lower the boom. 2-yard gain.
Such a sure tackler as well.
Well, and I tell you, that's the nice thing seen tonight is Spartans wrapping up and taking down. Past couple of weeks, we've seen some just arm tackling.
Second down, almost 8. And they hand it off, and there's Ford Alexander with his arms around him in the backfield, throwing it for a loss.
Great job by Ford, just putting his big arm up there and attacking. And, of course, Will Wetzler, number 25, we call him out a lot. I'll tell you, that's just an active group out there on this defensive.
And they're beating their man often. 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats.
Spartans showing blitz.
Cooper throws incomplete. Oh, I thought he just stumbled and went down, but they're going to call pass interference on Kemper Sanders.
He stumbled, but he stumbled into a brick wall that was number 44 that that knocked him down. But it did, you know.
I just didn't think it looked like Kemper intentionally did anything.
Exactly. I agree with you.
I mean, there was definitely contact with him. No question about that. That's a tough break for Mountain Brook. And that gives them a first down.
That's a Wildcat first down.
I could be wrong. Maybe Kemper actually did something. I'll only get to see it once in real time. Just looked to me like he was starting to make his cut, and he tripped over his own feet and then glanced off of Kemper and went down. You got a different running back in there, but a same result. Thomas Byrne in the backfield again to make the play for Mountain Brook.
I'll tell you what, Thomas Byrne having a big night tonight with a bunch of big hits. You know, it's so fun to watch that whole front line, and we rotate so many of these. You know, it's like the years past. You got about 4 or 5 in this rotating in. They just do such a fine job. Thomas Byrne filling in. As we know, Sam Colvin has been out on the injury list for the Spartans, and Thomas is filling in well and taking hold of a position.
Lost a yard, 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Oh, more hard hits at the end of that play. Little or no gain. Well defended by Mountain Brook again. All kinds of guys there, including Thomas Byrne again.
Thomas Byrne chasing down Connor Busman, number 32, coming over and hitting him, and Joe Donald over there.
Joey Keating was in on it.
Spotted on around 37.
Probably 2 or 3 others, because there were a lot of them there. 3rd down, almost 10. Straight run. No, quarterback keeps Cooper, and he'll get a few before he is hit and dropped. Zachary Carroll, the first one to hit him. A couple yards shy of the first down.
Spartans called in the end. The linebacker pinching in, and quarterback that time got to the outside, but luckily we came in and made the tackles before he got to the first down marker.
Number 99, Colin Sherrill.
4th and 2. Sherrill on to punt again. Punters have been busy tonight. And fair catch called for and made at the 30. I tell you what, that is a talent. I always marvel at the punt return men that can come up, and especially when they're got to be on the move like that, to get to the punt in traffic and secure the football.
And
that's tough to do.
That really is. That traffic, 6 blue shirts staring at you less than a yard away, just like.
Great job by Sims Harris.
It's amazing.
Right at the 30, 1st and 10. A service first down for Mountain Brook. And the give to McKee. And he's going to get about 7 on the first down play. That worked well for McKee Brown.
Great blocking by the right side of the line and the receivers that time. And McKee getting out for about a 6-yard gain.
Already spotted on their own 36.
Yeah, I'm fooled by the spot for about the 20th time tonight. They gave him 1 yard less than what I thought he had, so give him 6. And it is Joyner right side. Look at him run over a Wildcat on his way to first down yardage.
Another service first down, and I hope as you're watching these commercials tonight, you're paying attention to all our sponsors that we couldn't do this broadcast without. What a great run that time by Harold Joyner, that making a big run.
Well, you talk about finishing the run. Wow.
I mean, power. And, you know, it's nice to see. You know, you don't have Harrison Piper out there who's injured. And it's nice to see these other running backs showing a little bit of their power.
And it's going to be Hamp. Will run it himself this time. He gets the corner and gets about 4.
Flag on 41.
And that might be coming back. And it is a hold against Mountain Brook. You know, it's funny because we'll do a game some weeks where there's not any holding penalties called, and then other games where there's a lot of them. And it's such a, they always say you could call holding on just about every play. It just depends on the officiating crew on how they're going to call it.
They really are, and how they're going to call the extended arms and the arms that are in. It's, you know, it's a tough job by those players out there.
And I'm not necessarily saying that they're.
But it's the critique of the referees and how they're going to call it. It is one of those. You're exactly right.
2nd and 20, or 1st and 20. And that didn't work. Boy, they were in the backfield quickly that time to get Hamp Sisson before he had a chance to get away.
It just looked like that time the snap came in, it did not look like we controlled that snap. And I'm wondering if that was going to be a handoff to Sims or not, but just ruined the rhythm of that play.
That was Jaquez Jones who made the play for them. He's just a sophomore, but he's already one of their better players on defense. 2nd and very long, and the run play is going to make it 3rd and even longer. Whew.
I tell you,
defenses are stepping up here in the second half.
They are, and penalties helping to keep moving teams back too. So Spartans right now in a 3rd down and got to head to Spartan Stadium for a first.
They're making a 3rd down for the Spartans.
Yeah, I'm just going to go what they got on the board. 3rd and 40.
Hold on, I'm going to get my Google map out to see how we're going to get this one done. That's a long way. Need some direction on this one.
Don't think it's 40, but it's a lot. And,
it is
and
a lot.
Hep didn't make it. He didn't get anywhere near 40 yards on that. More like 4.
You know, we need our great mathematician Russell Vandeveld here with us. We're missing Russell this week, but he would have quickly added up and told us that was 39.2.
Actually, I think it was about 30 rather than 40, but still a long way. And it's 4th now and 25. About that. So a punting situation. Kemper Sanders. Hit and roll, baby. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. That's going to work out. Beautifully done by Kemper Sanders. It'll be down near the 18-yard line.
Great job, great punt. I tell you, Tuscaloosa County, the punt returners wishing he had maybe made a play on that ball.
And he thought about trying while it was rolling.
He was probably wise not to, because you usually don't see good things happen when you just try to. Well, here we are in a minute 42 to go in the 3rd quarter. I tell you, we've had a fast game tonight. And I tell you, it's playing like last year's game, a close game. Hope we don't go have 2 overtimes. But if we do, I hope we come out on top like we did last year.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Quarterback Cooper keeps, and he got the taste. Another Joe Donald hit.
I tell you what, it's Joe Donald is, and I tell you what, number 11, the safety. You see up near the line of scrimmage, and it's always great to see Zachary Carroll beeline up to that line of scrimmage to make a hit too. So he's a fun player to watch.
2nd down, about 8. Cooper back to pass. He throws, has a man. And we have not seen much in the passing game tonight, but that was a good throw and catch for them there after the 48.
Yeah, once again, Tuscaloosa County doing a good job of the receiver finding the hole in our zone, setting in there, getting a catch, making a big 1st down for the Wildcats.
Wildcats will have 1st and 10 from zone 48.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They got 3 receivers left. They fake the run. Cooper over the middle, has a man, and he's going to be down at the 24. Zachary Carroll makes the tackle. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the guy passing game.
Passing game coming over, and they're finding right there holes in our zone. I tell you, Zachary Carroll doing a good job to hold on and prevent that gentleman from scoring.
Well, they've had 2 big pass plays that moved them down to the Mount Brook 24. Play clock has not been functioning for the entire 2nd half.
Oh, no.
And Cooper keeps and is brought down at the 17-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Joey Keaton doing a fine job that time, holding right there and containing as a quarterback was trying to get to the edge, and Joey quickly cut him back up inside into the help. All righty.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We've completed 3 of 4 with our score. Mount Brook 14, Tuscaloosa County High 10. Back with the 4th quarter after this timeout on the Mount Brook Sports Net.
There once was a kid who captained a fearless crew of space pirates and led a quest for the lost city of Atlantis, all because there once was a kid who picked up a book and opened new worlds. Books A Million, proud sponsors of public television.
For generations, people in Alabama have raised their families and made their livelihood on the land. It's this tradition of the relationship between the land and the people who care for it that makes Alabama a special place to be. This is Gene Stallings. My friends at Black Ridge Land Company are helping to continue this tradition by combining the best in brokerage service with professional land management and maintenance across Alabama. Their comprehensive approach of on-the-ground analysis coupled with the most innovative online and social media places Black Ridge Land Company in a class of their own as the only land brokerage firm that offers in-house and integrated land management and maintenance along with brokerage services. With their expert understanding of both the business side of an investment in land as well as the investment for creating members for the friends and family, Black Ridge Land Company is a committed partner with you to make the most of your investment because land is what they do.
Back for the fourth quarter. Spartans on top 14-10, but
County has to call a timeout.
County has to burn a timeout.
Not something you like to see.
Before they run the first play of the fourth quarter, something was not right, obviously.
The receiver did not line up right, and you could see the quarterback in despair trying to jump up and down, and the coach having to call timeout. That's might be a timeout they're going to want to have later in the game.
Well, I'll remind you, back home next week, right, George?
That's
for
right.
Oak Mountain?
For Oak Mountain. I'll tell you, excited about that. For the October 9th kick with Oak Mountain. Last year, we remember that Oak Mountain game.
Yeah, I do.
I
remember most of it.
About to say the storms and 11:30 game ending near midnight. Taking down, set, putting it back, cameras back up. Hopefully we'll have us dry weather.
Yeah, hoping for better than that. Here we go. Out of the timeout. 3 receivers left, none to the right. Cooper takes the handoff, throws the bubble screen, and hit and knocked out of bounds by Connor Busman after a gain. Depending on the mark, they might have the first down. Very close.
I'll take 32, Connor Busman. Nice play by Connor, though, to get over there and make the tackle.
Third down and 1 for the Cats.
It will be a little short.
Ball spotted on the Spartans 15.
Third down and looks like about a half yard. 3 receivers left again. Cooper hands it off to Evans. He's got the first and more. He'll be knocked down at about the 5 by Zachary Carroll and Joe Donald. But it'll be first and goal for County High.
All right, looks like we might have some cramps going on by the running back maybe for Tuscaloosa County.
Yeah, he's a pretty good running back, Fred Evans. He's got their 1 touchdown tonight. Well, actually, he had the long run that set it up.
That's right before half. I mean, that was a big 3 points right before half.
That's right. That set up the field goal before half.
Yeah. That run, we'd like to have that one, take that one play away.
And he is coming out. He's definitely walking like it's a cramp issue.
Yeah, look, assuming on a cool night like this, you would think the cramps wouldn't be as much. But
and we're well into the season now, too.
Yeah.
But he's definitely experiencing cramps. Here we go. First and goal at the 5. And Cooper keeps and runs into a Mountain Brook wall. Ford Alexander. Thomas Byrne.
And McKinnon Cox at the bottom of that pile. I'll tell you what, McKinnon hit low, Ford hit high. I'll tell you what, great tackling.
Bring up a 2nd down and 5 with ball spotted at the 5.
Pretty much no gain on that play. 2nd and goal from the 5. 11-11 to play in the 4th. 14-10 Mountain Brook. Trying to hold on to that lead. Showing blitz, bringing it. Cooper tries to run by it, nothing to it. Ball comes out.
Sam Cooper again, the ball.
And the Cats got it.
Number 4 for the Wildcats, wisely jumping on top of that ball.
Jaquez Jones. He's a good one.
That looked like a little broken down play that time. And the quarterback just kept it up the middle, got plowed over up the middle by our defensive line and linebackers and fumbling the ball. Down to 3rd and goal.
Ball still at the 5. Cooper looking to throw.
Oh, turn.
He does. It's incomplete.
Great coverage that time by Connor Bussman, number 32, and Drew Smith, number 2. Quarterback thinking the receiver is going to make a different kind of break on the ball.
But Drew got the position where the receiver would have had to go through him to get to the ball, and he couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. Very good coverage
Well
by
done.
Drew, number 2, Drew Smith. Fantastic. So Wildcats now are going to show field goal.
And, boy, that's a good job by the defense to keep him out of the end zone. Now, even if they make the field goal, the Spartans will still be in the lead. Got to watch for a potential fake, though. That's a possibility. Oh, almost blocked it. And it was good, just inside the right upright.
I tell you, Kipper Sanders came in, put the big paw up, but they sneak it on into the goalpost.
So the field goal
is good.
Second one of the night for Andrew Boswell for them. And it's a 1-point Mountain Brook lead, 14-13.
County High cheerleaders would like to thank some more
Well, here we go, a Tuscaloosa County game. I tell you, each year we take it down to the last quarter, sometimes into overtime. 2 teams fighting for their first region win this season. I would expect nothing less but a tough physical matchup like this.
Yeah, the effort's been high on both sides. Now, obviously, both teams
Thank you, corporate sponsors, for all you do for
having a rough time record-wise so far this year, but it's not showing in the effort level on the field.
No.
They are really putting it out there tonight, no question about that. Now Boswell to kick it off to the Spartans. Had a couple of good returns tonight. See if we can get another one. Low kick. Sims Heron at the 5. Cuts it back toward the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at the 16.
I tell you, a kick that actually worked for the Wildcats that time, got him so close to the sideline there. Not much where Sims could do.
Yeah.
And good coverage by the Wildcats.
Yeah, when you can angle it toward the sideline without kicking it out of bounds, that's a big advantage for the kick cover team.
Big advantage. So here we go. Spartans now starting on their own 15. See what we can get doing here.
Service first down for Mountain Brook. And it is Joyner over the right side. He gets to the 22, about 5 yards on the pickup for Harold. 2nd and 5 coming up. We'll take 5 yards of play.
Harold Joyner just a little bit on the tackle. Brings up a 2nd down for the Spartans.
2nd down and 62 to go. Now the scoreboard is telling us.
That's what it did say. It really did. They've changed it now to 6. It's actually 2nd and 5. Hamp is going to get maybe a yard.
All right, Spartans got that 1-point lead. Be nice to see, get us a couple of first downs and see if we can get the ball back to the other side of this 50.
Ball spotted on their own 23.
3rd down and 4 at the 23. Heron in the slot. Wilson.
Oh, there goes
Higgins
Hamp.
Wide, and Hamp trying to run. He's going to be brought down for a loss.
I tell you what, Hamp showing the pass that time, and good coverage by Tuscaloosa County, and that's a play that Hamp has the option of run or pass. And that time, Wildcats defending it well.
Another good play by Jaquez Jones. He is really something special for County High. George, you know.
He looks like a ball player.
Well, I videotape and televise some kids' games here in Tuscaloosa. I've been taping his games since he was 6. And he's
a player.
Yeah.
He's a player.
He's really good.
All right, Kemper gets a punt off.
Showing by age, he's playing for County High now.
Now Kemper had the drop that we needed earlier in the game down near the goal line when he punted it in the end zone. That one just stopped.
Yeah.
And just plump right down on about the 44.
The Cats take over at their 44. Time to call on the defense again.
Tell you, the Wildcats showed a good movement on that last possession. Let's see if we got the defense ready to defend this time.
Back to pass is Cooper. Throws underneath and behind his man. Incomplete. Donald and Sanders both there in coverage. He was off the mark on that throw. 2nd and 10. Stops the clock with 7:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Cooper looking, throwing deep, and that's not going to be caught by anybody. In fact, the receiver had to turn into a defender to make sure that Drew Smith didn't catch it because he had the best chance at it.
Great job by Drew Smith right there, step to step with Tuscaloosa County receiver, actually making a dive and effort to try and catch that ball. Drew once again made a terrific stop that last time to hold County to a field goal in his coverage there, preventing the receiver to be able to get back to the corner there where the quarterback wanted to throw it.
3rd and 10. Cooper throws underneath. It's complete. There's that good short tackle. It's Kemper Sanders. Well, did he think he was never down? That's the way they're going to rule it as well. He's still going to be short of the first down. Sometimes they roll over the tackler and never touch the ground. I thought he did touch the ground, but obviously the ruling was that he did not.
Well, very smart by the Tuscaloosa County player to keep going and fool the referees, because I do believe he was down. But
unfortunately, he's still 4 yards short of the first down.
4 yards short. So Sims Heron back deep with 7:05 to receive the punt.
Sherrill to kick it away again. It's another good punt. Sims, another good job making that fair catch in traffic, protecting the football at the 17. 6:56 to play in the fourth. Spartans by a point, 14-13.
Got us a nail biter.
Yeah, we expected it would probably be pretty low scoring and probably be close, and we're getting it.
All right, well, I'm ready to see about a 6-minute drive for a score.
I like it. 1st and 10. It's a service first down for Mountain Brook. And that's going to be a loss on the play. They gave it to Harold Joyner, and I think he slipped more so than was tackled.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make that cut and just happened to slip down.
Brings up a 2nd down for the Spartans.
About a 2nd and, what is that?
About 13.
Yeah.
Fake it to Joyner. Hamp throws, has a man. It's incomplete. Oh, Sims Heron had found an open area, but there were County High defenders in front and behind, so it was tough to place it in there and sailed it a little too high.
You know, that's a tough throw when you're rolling out and you're running
opposite way.
You're throwing that ball. I mean, it's hard to get your feet set. And, but I tell you what, I've enjoyed watching Hamp tonight and what he showed in taking control of this offense.
Ooh, defensive holding on County High.
We'll take it.
And unfortunately, it's just 10 yards, so it won't be enough to get a first down, but it is still just 2nd down. 2nd down at 3 now.
3, though. You know, penalties will bite you, and both teams have had their share tonight. That's one Tuscaloosa Counties might wish they didn't have.
Keep it on the ground. Harold trying to get to that first down. I think with the added roll, he got it, but they're not going to give him that.
Hold up. I tell you what, we got a lot of pushing and shoving going on down there. And got to get back to the huddle. Don't get in all that jawing. Let your actions speak on when you go to the next play.
Looks like, I think he's a little short of the first down. Yeah, he's going to be a good yard short of the first down. 3rd and 1. Big play right here. It is Joyner. He's got a roll over the left side. He's got a first down.
I tell you, Harold just seems like he is a step away from breaking a long one.
Several times.
Several times. It just seems like that one little trip, that he's tripping over and getting tackled. I'll tell you.
Good job, though, by the line that time, creating some space, and Harold shot through the hole for a first down pickup.
Absolutely. I'm watching Johnny Lira, number 68, and Lawton Sparks, and Christian Johnson that time I saw making a really good block.
Service first down for Mountain Brook. And we moved early.
Just a little anticipating that snap a little too early out there on the line. But I tell you, once again, that line up front has been doing a good job tonight. Rick Curtis, I did mention last time, Price Delk, along with Lawton Sparks and Johnny Lira. Christian Johnson doing a fine job. And of course, you got to throw in number 48, Clay Stearns.
Yeah.
He, as a tight end, gets to go a little bit every which way, but what a fantastic job he does blocking for us up in the interior.
3 receivers right. And keep it on the ground. Harold Joyner to the 30.
Number 5.
Got a couple.
Nice little power run right there by Harold. Showing his toughness. Harold's a big kid, too.
Yeah.
For us.
Second down and 12 for the Spartans. J.P. Darnold wide to the left side. They fake it to Harold. Now system to throw. It's Sims Heron. First down pickup out to the 44-yard line. That's a beautiful play there. Hamp System with a nice throw. And again, it's Sims Heron that is his prime target.
Prime target. Same play we ran earlier in the series that we had our missed throw, and then we come right back to it. Perfect throw that time by Ham, and great catch by Sims.
Boy, that's a big pickup there to get the first down. It's a service first down, Mountain Brook at the 44. Clock moving. 4:13 to play in the fourth. Spartans lead it 14-13. And it is Joyner left side. Boy, he's hit hard that time and dropped after no gain.
I tell you what.
Jock has Jones again.
I tell you what I like so far about this drive is I'm looking at a clock that is dwindling down. We started with 6:56 on this drive, and here we are at 3:52. A drive that's taken 3 minutes off the clock. With us up by 1, I like that.
Yeah.
And here we are near midfield.
Second down and 10. Need to pick up something on this play. Darnold, Higgins, Aaron, the 3 receivers to the right. It is Joyner to the left. And Harold, he's got a first down as he goes out of bounds and he comes up limping. I think. No, I guess he's okay. I guess it was just the moves he was making made it appear as though he was limping. I thought he came up gimpy.
I thought he was gimpy too as he was running down the sideline.
What a run, though.
What a great run. And then it was first down for the Spartans. Clay Stearns' helmet came off. He had to come off the field. Owen Consman, number 7, in for the Spartans. Yeah, I tell you, here comes McKee Brown.
Yeah, he's definitely he's not 100%. Let's put it that way. Harold, but that was a big-time run there. He got the corner and cut it up. Got the first down. And now a penalty adds to it. Is that a personal foul?
It looks like it.
I wonder if they hit him out of bounds over there on the far side. Put it at the 32. Service first down, Mountain Brook. Sisson will keep and takes a hard hit. Did the ball come loose?
It looked like the ball came loose.
And the Wildcats have recovered. Oh boy, Spartans were driving down the field to try and wrap this baby up. And now they've given the Wildcats a chance.
I tell you, had done such a nice job with this drive, taking time off the clock and you know, a lot of tough running. Ham, so you know, you can't say enough about Ham. Ham just running on, going up the middle and taking on and getting hit, and ball comes out.
I think they might have got a helmet on the ball.
Helmet on the ball. So now defense, time for defense to stand up and hold Tuscaloosa County this time.
Cooper to pass. Here comes the rush. And he's hit as he throws, and it's incomplete.
Nice pressure that time by the Spartans.
I think it was Ford Alexander chasing him down again.
I tell you, Ford Alexander has done a fine job tonight, along with Thomas Burns, and of course, number 45 all over the field, Joe Donnell.
That did stop the clock with 3:02 remaining in the fourth. Spartans 14, Wildcats 13. At the 30, second and 10. Sam Cooper back to pass. And he throws incomplete, too high. Good coverage over there.
Tell you what, number one,
Joey Keating.
Yeah, Joey Keating right there. Hey, he was playing that ball perfectly and coming up with a hit on the receiver.
Third down and 10.
Third and 10 after two straight incomplete passes.
You have 2:57 to go in this game. Wildcats have 2 timeouts for them. So
remember, they had to burn one.
They had to burn one
before the first play of the fourth quarter.
So we can stop them right here, maybe get the ball back. A couple first downs, and
here comes the blitz. Oh, and they set up the screen. And that's going to be, I think, a first down. Boy, that's a big play for County High. They had the right play called for that, and there's a flag in the offensive backfield.
And I don't know if that's on defense on us.
Probably going to be roughing the passer.
Yep.
And it is.
Yep.
Oh,
so
man.
on top of that is a big gain. You know, not only getting the 10 yards for a first down, but now you're going to throw the extra penalty yards on top of that.
Oh.
You know, Spartans just really trying to show the effort and get back there and make a play. And picking up that penalty. So now you're looking at a clock that says 2:47, and you're thinking, Spartans have 3 timeouts.
They have the ball at the Mountain Brook 45. We already know they have a field goal kicker that can kick. He's got 2 tonight. I don't know what his length is to his kick to have been short ones. That pass bounces, incomplete.
Yeah, I tell you, the quarterback had the open receivers there, but not quite being able to get the balls out there. But
Ladarian Mobley, the intended receiver.
For the host of Spartans in the coverage area. All righty, 45-yard line, second and 10.
2:35 remaining on the fourth quarter. Spartans lead it by a point. They will run it on the draw, and it is Evans. And nice cutback. He'll be brought down at the 35-yard line, and that is right at the marker.
Oh, I can't stand it, Lee.
I think it's just a little bit short.
All right, 3rd and 1. Come on, Spartans.
Third down and 1.
They run it again to Evans. He's got the first down. Spin move. Out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:59 left. Fred Evans has had a good game for them.
Oh, I'll tell you, Lee, Spartans got a bow up here. We can't let this remind me of the past few years type of game we played from Tuscaloosa.
Got to find a way. Got to get this W. Ball at the 30. Cooper to pass. And, knocked away.
Great play by Will Wetzler.
Will Wetzler.
Getting his, doing a nice job not to grab hold of the back and getting that one hand up front and making a nice knockdown of the ball.
That's the way you do it.
You really do. That's awesome.
Stops the clock with 1:55 remaining. Second down 10 at the 30. Cooper. Out pattern is complete to Mobley. He's dropped immediately by Joey Keating at the 21. They get 9 yards on the play.
I'll tell you once again, Spartans there to make the play, but quarterback making a throw and catch with his receiver. Getting 9 yards, 3rd and 1.
Third down for the Cats. Ball is following on the Spartans 22.
And they give it to Evans over the left side of the line to the 15. That'll move the chains.
Tackle made by number 44,
Kipper Sanders, number 44 on the tackle. First down on the 15. 1:07 left in this ball game.
Back to the running game, Evans. Boy, he knows how to cut back and find that hole. He's getting a lot of yards tonight on cutback runs.
I tell you, this is the Tuscaloosa's getting the energy level going. They're in the rhythm. Who we got timeout on? Is it
Wildcats took a timeout.
Second down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Second and 5 coming up. 42.7 seconds remaining. They take a timeout. That leaves them with 1. Let's take a timeout as well. Back in a minute on the Matt Brook Sports Net.
If you were coaching these kids, what would you coach? Physical training and endurance, position skills and mental discipline, or overarching teamwork? To succeed, they'll need it all. And one thing more, especially when they're 4 scores down and have to dig down deep to bring forth their best game. It's called playing with heart, for that's what true champions always leave on the field. Medical Properties Trust, at the very heart of healthcare.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 14-13 Mountain Brook. County High with the ball at the Mountain Brook 10. Second down and 5. Cooper, the quarterback, gives it to Evans. And he is hit and dropped for no gain.
Little
Joe Donald.
I tell you what, Butler Wilbanks down there to make tackle. And I tell you, there was on that exchange, I thought we might get us a fumble there. But it didn't happen.
Bring up a third down for the Cats.
Third down and 5.
And I lost about a half a yard on that play. Of course, he went out of bounds. The clock stopped with 37.1 seconds remaining.
We got a flag here. Let's push them back.
It is going to be False start on the Wildcats.
Goes against the Wildcats.
All right, so that pushes them back to the 16. So we're looking at right now, if their field goal kicker was to come in, about a 33-yard field goal.
He has already made field goals tonight from 23, and the other one I didn't write down the length, but it was
I tell you,
in the 20s as
in
well.
The 20s, and I think his comfort zone is in those 20s. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be seeing. He's kicking from the 30.
It is Evans trying to get to the corner, and he'll be out of bounds at about the 10. It'll still be well short of the first down, but it does get them some precious yardage to make that field goal attempt shorter.
And fourth down for the Wildcats.
And it is fourth down, so one would think that they will try a field goal with Andrew Boswell. He's a junior. So County High is going to take their last time out. Wow. Okay, if they kick it from here, it'll be about a 27-yarder.
That's within his range.
Yeah, but
it's a tough one.
He hadn't made them by a lot.
And we've shown pressure on 2 times. The last time I thought Kemper was going to get in there on him.
And he barely snuck it inside the right upright. Spartans trying to hold on, leading by a point, 14-13 in this big region game. And they have not set the field goal kicker on the field.
Here he is. He's there.
Oh, yeah.
68, yeah.
There he is. Okay. And it will be a 27-yarder for Andrew Boswell from the near hash, so there is an angle to it. Snap, down, kick. It's good. That's his best kick of the night.
Right down the middle. Right down the middle.
But it's not over yet.
Nope.
Still 25.5 seconds left, and the Spartans with all 3 of their timeouts. Third field goal of the night for Boswell.
The field goal I go back to is right before half. If you think about it, the Tuscaloosa County was playing just to go into the halftime, and the running back made a terrific run, and they got those 3 points right before half. Spartans got 25 seconds. We get a good return here, or if they're pooch kicking it, we're going to get the ball on about the 30. Got 3 timeouts. We got a good kicking game ourselves.
Yep. I like having all 3 timeouts left. So Boswell will kick it off. He kicks it deep.
He does kick it deep. Clock will start
from the 4, up the middle of the field, and it'll be brought down across the 25 at the 26. 18.5 seconds to work with.
I'll tell you what, and the Wildcats did something. They kicked it deep. That kick took 7 seconds off the clock. That's a valuable 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And here we are. We got the ball right there on the 25. All righty. Wildcats will suspect get into a prevent D. And as you see, number 4, their big athlete, Jaquez Jones.
Yeah, he's dropping deep.
He's way back.
He's their final safety. Sisson throws, complete the hair, and that's a nice pickup there out to the 40.
Flag on the 20.
Oh.
So let's see whether that's holding or personal foul.
They roughed
the passer.
Oh, so we'll get the yardage and then add 15 to the end.
That is one of those, thank you, may I have another, but that is paying us back for that last one we got on that other drive.
So that helps Mountain Brook. There's 13 seconds left, so you got roughly time for 2 more plays.
Yeah.
So even though we've got the 3 timeouts left, we're not going to have an opportunity to use all of them. Ball's at the 45 of County High. It's a service first down. Hamp just going to run left. He'll get as far as he can. He breaks it back toward the middle. Inside the 30 to the 26.
What a great big run by Kemper. Spartans called timeout with 5 seconds to go in the game. What a great run around the left side there, setting up possibility of a field goal.
Well, you got 5.3 seconds left. We got a County High Wildcat down. Is that Jaquez Jones? I think it might be Jaquez Jones. Oh, but looks like it may be, the way they're looking, maybe it's just a cramp for him. Well, it's at the 26. Got those timeouts, so, boy, 5.3 though, that's not much time to run a play and then still get a timeout. You're taking the chance that if you don't get it in the end zone, that you won't have time to take a timeout.
So here we are, you're on the 26, and you're thinking, okay, we kick a field goal, it's a 43-yarder.
Yep.
Now, we've had injuries in our kicking game, and so what might happen, as you can tell, the crowd is silent as they're sitting there taking a look at Jaquez Jones. Tell you what an outstanding game he has played.
Yes. He's a tremendous player. I did not see what happened. I'm hoping that that's just a cramp. Looks like maybe it was. And he gets a big hand from the fans on both sides as he gets to his feet and makes his way over to the sideline. It's a heck of a player for a sophomore.
Spartans sending Mason Dillard. Nope. Let's see, Mason was coming out on the field, but.
Well, the question is, with 5.3, do we just try and throw one in the end zone, or do we try and do a real quick out?
Or do we try and draw them off sides and pick up maybe another 5 yards?
Yeah.
And call a timeout.
That might be the first thing we try.
Because I saw Mason coming out on the field, so it makes you wonder. Who knows?
I'll try a shift.
And call timeout. Spartans trying to draw them off sides, thinking, okay, can we pick up another 5 yards?
And now they're going to try the long field goal. Mason Dillard. It'll be about 33. Yeah, because it's longer, they're going to take a little bit more space because he's going to have to kick it lower, and it's going to be more like a, well, it is going to be 33. It is going to be 33.
So
Spartans take a timeout.
So it'll be a 43-yard kick.
Yeah. Which is a long one, but not impossible. But you're right, George. That field goal that County High got just before the half, where they took over around their own 30 and only had, 13 seconds, something like that? And they ran the one play that got all the way down to the 5.
With 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, with 0.2 of a second.
Oh, man.
Set them up for the field goal. All right. Hamp Sisson to hold. Mason Dillard to try and kick a 43-yard field goal for the win. Good snap. Good hold.
Get on in there. Come on.
The kick is no good. Boy, it looked like it was on target.
We got a flag. We got a flag. We got a flag out there on the 33. That's going to be roughing the kicker, give us another chance.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Cats players and fans were starting to celebrate, but you're right, George. It is roughing the kicker. The Spartans will get another chance, and that'll be 15 yards closer, correct? Is it 15?
That should be about a 15-yard penalty there. Let's see where we end up on with the ball. There we go.
Oh, baby. This could change things totally. Now the field goal is a 30-yarder. From the hash, Marks. There's the snap. They kick. It's long enough.
It's good.
It is good. And the Spartans win.
The Spartans win the ball game. Mason Dillard puts it right through the upright. I tell you what a great job by these Spartans. What their first win in region play.
I want to tell you, old Mason nailed that baby.
I tell you what,
that one would have been good from 43.
That was awesome.
How about that?
I tell you what, Spartans win. You've got to love it. Friday night lights, 17-16. Spartans wins on a dramatic 30-yard field goal by Mason Dillard.
And they got the extra chance because of the roughing the kicker on the previous kick. And Mason took full advantage of it. He nailed that one.
He nailed that kick. I tell you what, awesome. Well, I think we know one player we're going to be talking with.
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah. The game-winning 30-yard field goal by Mason Dillard. Wow. 17-16.
You know, you hate to see it for either team to walk off this field with a loss tonight. But, of course, we're happy it's the Spartans coming off with a win. First region win of the season. Spoiling homecoming for Tuscaloosa County. Wow. Fantastic job. You know, you cannot say enough for Hamp Sisson coming out, getting the start tonight, making plays.
And had a nice drive there at the end to get us down there.
Absolutely, because you're thinking, what, we had like 31 seconds, you know, to make a drive, and it was pretty past the Sims Heron right there, and that great 19-yard run that he made. Just a terrific job.
Wow. So the Spartans win in dramatic fashion, 17-16, 30-yard field goal by Mason Dillard as time expires to win the ball game. Woo! Stay with us.
Let's get down to the field.
Post-game show coming up on the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
How do you do your dance? Summertime, party time, cooking on the grill. It's a legendary taste that's been around for 50 years. A secret family recipe with the bull on the label. How do you do your dance before you put it on the table? Do you pour it on your chicken? Do you marinate your steak? Brush it on your burgers when you grill and make some gravy. Veggies and steaks, they cook up so well. How do you do it? How do you do your dance?
A dedication to quality has no fear of time. For over 100 years, we have been serving our customers with the most savoring coffee experience. Royal Cup Coffee. Savor the experience.
Behind every victory is someone who helped make it happen. Call them mentors, coaches, or even mom or dad. At Northwestern Mutual, we call them advisors. The right financial partners to help you tap into strengths you might not even know you have and guide you where you want to be financially and personally. Because no one wins alone. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Welcome back to the post-game show here at Wildcat Alumni Stadium in Northport. I got the defense first. George is going to talk to the kickers, the kicking gang, in a minute that pulled this game out. Joe Donald just talked to me. You told me before we got on that you weren't watching during that last kick, were you?
No, I was so nervous I couldn't even watch. And when that first one didn't go through, I was mad. But then I saw that flag and I knew Mason was going to make that second one. So I watched that second one.
Right. But, you know, I had a feeling he was going to make the second one, too, and he just absolutely nailed it, didn't he?
I mean, he puts in the most work in the offseason by any player on this team, so he deserves it. So it's all him.
All right, fantastic, Zachary. Your defense had to make a lot of plays tonight, too, to get us in the position to try and pull it out. Just talk about what kind of a game it was out there in the field.
Yes, sir. We shut down the run game pretty early, and then they started running the ball on us, and we gave them a chance to win the game. But luckily, Mason came in the clutch tonight, and he pulled this one out.
I'm gonna go ahead and talk with Mason.
Absolutely.
You can get the snapper and the kicker, the holder then, because those guys are important too.
Absolutely.
But Mason, just talk about what was going through your mind on the first kick. Just talk to me about that situation first.
I was just trying to like focus and get mentally ready before the kick, and I was just visualizing before the kick. I was gonna make it and put it down the middle, and I did put it down the middle, but didn't have enough under it and stuff. Didn't have enough power through it, but like when I just saw I got hit, I really didn't notice. Like when they hit me, I wasn't thinking about the flag, and when the flag just looked out, I was just like, oh my gosh, I can do it again.
Second chance, and in fact, you really nailed that second one. It would have been good, I think, from the longer distance by the way you hit that one. So take me through that second kick.
I was just going to do the exact same thing I did last. I was just going to put it down in the middle and see where it goes. And the next thing you know, it's probably not. I already knew right when I hit it. I just turned around. I was just, it's in.
Great celebration. You guys deserve a tremendous win, George.
I tell you what. Well, first of all, I want to talk to Hamp right here. Hamp, you got your start tonight. You came out here. We had a little package. It seemed like a little read option and a little bootlegs in going. What did it feel like to start tonight for the Spartans?
It was really exciting to get the first start. All night, the offensive line blocked great. We executed pretty well when we weren't getting penalties. We executed very well, and the blockers were on their blocks all night. The receivers blocked extremely well, so it was a good night.
Great night. So then let's go down to this last drive, 31 seconds. What were you thinking? Here we are, we're coming out there. Your first throw to Sims. Aaron, what a great throw, gets out of bounds, and then your big 19-yard run to set us up and get us in field goal range. Tell me about that last drive.
It was really exciting. We had a long way to go. We knew we had 3 timeouts left, so we knew we had a shot if we could get the ball big chunks of yardage at a time, and we did. So, and then Mason drilled that field goal, so it was awesome.
Awesome. All right, so with any field goal, we just talked to Mason. It all starts right up front, right there on the line. It starts with a big snap, and our snapper on the punts and on kicks is Alex Payne. Alex, tell us about that play. What were you thinking?
I wasn't really concerned with me. I was more focused on Mason. I was more worried about him. But I knew he had confidence in himself, and he was ready to nail it.
Awesome. And then you had to get the hold down. So tell me the roughing of the kicker. What exactly happened on that play?
Well, I got the hold down, and Mason kicked it. I thought it was through the first kick. But I turned around. I saw a short, turned around, and saw Mason on the ground, and you saw the penalty thrown, and I knew he was going to hit that second kick.
Well, I tell you what a fantastic job.
I want to ask Mason one more question, and that is, we fall behind as they kick a field goal, and only had, about 35 seconds left? And as the team is driving down the field, what's happening with you then on the sideline, knowing that it might come down to your kick?
Sideline, I was just like thinking about, oh gosh, I hope we can get down there and score. I hope we can get a touchdown. Him running down there, and then when I saw that we were probably going to go for a field goal, I didn't even know he was coming, but Panky grabbed me and we did a little prayer before it, and just like that really like made me happy and wanted me to like just do something crazy. And next thing you know, we get that penalty, and right when we get that kick, everything was blessing.
Well, it was brilliant of you to not make the first one, because that made the second one just all that more exciting. All right, great job, guys. Great job.
Alex,
fantastic win.
Hey, what a great
all right.
There
you go. There you go, Andy. There you go.
Mason, smile now. You made it. You made it, man. That was a great game. Guys, great job. Always defense. I love it. Love the energy.
Got your battle scar.
I do.
Yeah.
My nose.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, that's that defense. That's that swarming warrior defense right there.
He only had about 25 tackles again tonight.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's go, Coach over here.
It's going to be. You guys were saying it's going to be a nicer bus ride home.
Yes, sir.
Coach, we got you some bodyguards over here.
I hear you. Good.
Never any doubt, Coach. Never any doubt, right?
Never any doubt. Never any doubt.
Just talk about what it's like for you going through a finish like this. They get that field goal to take the lead. You got like 35 seconds left, and somehow your guys, Hamp, drives the team downfield close enough, and we get the game-winning field goal. Just what's happening with you on the sideline during all that?
Well, we really do now. We don't practice it with. I think after the kick, we had 25 after the
Is that what it was?
It was 35 before, and then after the kick it was 25. And so anyway, we practice all the time, but we always do like 2 minutes. We'll say, the minus 30-yard line, we need a field goal to win, and you got 2 timeouts with 2 minutes to go. 25. We've never practiced with 25 seconds. But a game like that, it's just gut wrenching because it comes down to one play. It could have been a play. So many plays you take out of it, and it makes the difference. And like they were asking a minute ago, what do you think some of the big plays were? I said, well, one, they had us pinned and we couldn't move the ball, and then Kemper booms it down to the, inside the 20 on the other end. Now, there's so many plays like that, and so anyway, it's a great high school game, and either way, win, lose, or draw. You want them to learn from that. When we got roughed, I turned around and told the guys, I said, I thought we'd lost, and I didn't see the rough in the kicker. And I turned around and I said, go shake hands, show your class. And they're all jumping up and down. And I'm thinking that's not really what I had in mind, But anyway, and then they're the ones that told me we had rough in the kicker, and so we got another kick. But the thing that was just great about it was just, it's been 4 weeks since we've been able to feel that, and the way that happened, and the whole team, out there on the middle of the field surrounding Mason, and celebrating that thing together is really what it's all about. And we challenged the guys before the game, everybody give the best that you've got at the very end, and when it's over with, just be so tired and give out that we're all just collapsed on the field. And that's what it was, so everybody had given all they had.
It was great effort. On that last drive, you had that great, Sisson makes a great throw to Sims for that first play, and then a good 19-yard run by Hamp to set up the field goal. I guess we had our 3 timeouts, so we could call timeout. Yeah. But what wonderful execution by 10th grader starting tonight for the first time who played a very good game. And it seems to have command of the game.
Yeah, he's very cool, does a great job. I tell you the thing that's hard to imagine with Hamp, one, he's so smart, number one, but two, he just prepares and takes the job, so serious. And I'll tell you too, Jim King, the coach team, did such a great job. Jim's the one that called they were in zone coverage. They had a 3-man rush, and we had a tight end, and they didn't have a contained player. And so Jim is the one that called the stretcher or the sweep, the quarterback sweep on that last play. And I said, Jim, are you sure? I said, there's 13 seconds left at that time, and he said, I think this will get us in field goal range. And so, we do, and we have the roughing, out of bounds hit and everything, and so it moved it even closer. Well, I guess that was on the pass, but anyway, it got us where we needed to be to try the 43-yarder. But anyway, it was a great job by Jim King, James Savage, defensive coach Steve Bartlett, Mike Dorsey, Chad Cochran, Jacob Spartan, then Jake Collins, Tony Johnson, Tyrone King. I don't know. I think I've left somebody out, but anyway, it was a team effort, coaches and players. I'm proud of all of them. Proud for all of them.
But it's amazing how it turned out, though, Coach, because it looks like you've just lost on their field goal, but to get down there and to make that happen in that short of a time with a sophomore quarterback starting for the first time ever, you have injuries at other positions. Guys had to step up and come through. The defense had to come through when they had to, and then you got Mason kicking it through. That last one would have been good from the longer distance, I think. It's just all of your guys coming through in the clutch to pull this out.
That's exactly right. To me, that old saying, in memory of Yogi Berra, it ain't over till it's over.
That's right.
And it's that's just that's one of the best lessons that you can learn. Is you keep fighting, you keep scratching till the very end. It's the thing, I guess. You talked a little bit about, we've had a lot of injured players. We've got over 20 players right now that's sidelined with injuries, and I've never seen anything like that, never. And, and these guys could have come in here with the attitude of being down and, can we even win this? Should we even try? And hold it back in reserve. But it says a lot about them, that they did, and people took up the slack and stepped in, and, everybody pulled together to get the
injuries are being created, but opportunities are being created for these young guys to step up. And man, it's great to see.
Yeah, that's
great to see for the health of the program.
That's a great way to put it. You know, Dickie Barlow had a comment. He said, you know, have you ever seen a better drive? And I said, you know, I've been coaching 33 years, and you know, been involved in this sport for over 40. And I said, I've never seen one like that in 25 seconds. And he said, as long as I've been at Mount Brook, he said, I've never seen a better drive, you know, in Mount Brook. You know, and I said, well, that's one that we'll always remember. You know.
Well, enjoy the bus ride home
with
your team.
So much. Somebody up there and hug some guys and shake some hands.
Hey,
that's right.
Thanks, Coach. Great job.
Thanks, Coach Chris Shayer. What a victory this was tonight, George. As we wrap it up, I mean, we victory from the claws of defeat, I guess.
Well, you know, and you see Coach, and you see the humbleness in Coach, and that's what I saw in these players too. You just see good quality players, young men, all giving each other credit, all giving the credit to their team, and you just saw a team grow up tonight.
Yeah.
And that, what a fantastic job. You can't say anything better than that. Hard work pays off.
Well, like, you know, Coach was talking about the celebration all around Mason on the field.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. You know, this has been a season we certainly wish we had more W's than what we've got. But that experience right there, that scene right there, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. And when he talked about Alex and him right before he went out there to kid, they had their moment. And I love it. They were at peace, and kid went out there and he did his job.
All right.
Love it.
17-16, the Spartans win as Mason Dillard puts it through on the field goal, the game-winning field goal, as time expired. 17-16, the final. What a great win for the Mountain Brook Spartans. Happy we were able to bring it to you. Thanks for being there. Next week, we're back at home against Oak Mountain. Until then, for the whole crew, I'm Lee Tracy. Thanks for watching the Mountain Brook Sports Net.
Go Spartans.